the guy started hitting on me. It's like he wanted to hit on me that night. You hit on somebody and you want to sleep with that person the same day. It doesn't work like that, for at least for me. I was holding the handle for the door, so I was telling God, just let this car slow down. I'll just like open the door, and because I had already taken my bag, I was with my bag and my phone was in my pocket. So I was saying, let this car go slow for a minute. I'll just open the door and jump outside. Talked everything. There's nothing bad like a man who is determined to do something. You cannot talk him out of it. Hello guys, what's up? Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I go by the name Miss JayM here on YouTube, and thank you so much for your support. For the returning subscriber, thank you so much. For the new subscribers and the new watchers, welcome. Thank you for your support. Karibu, meaning welcome. So I feel like my lips are dry, so let me. In today's video, I want to talk about my not so good experience. Yeah. So I know some of you will relate to what I want to talk about. I don't know what the title will be, but this is the story of my life, my experience with let me say a mubaba. It's not it's a mubaba per se. Yeah. So for those who have followed me and who for long, I did get to know me. And in that video, I said I'm an introvert. So being an introvert, it means I protect my boundaries, and I don't like people coming, like forcing themselves to come to or invading my privacy. I love my alone time. Yeah, so this is the story. This story, I'm saying it right now, but before I couldn't say it because I was not healed. Yeah, it's like it traumatized me, or it made me feel like someone how can I say it? If you are told not to do something, an introvert tells you not to do something, and it's like you are pushing. Sometimes we take it like you're disrespecting, something like that. So right now where I live, I've been working here for the past 3 years, and for the 3 years I don't have a lot of friends because of my introversy. I don't have a lot of friends. So when I came here, I didn't know anybody. So I came here, worked for like I came in October, so I worked for like 2 months, then went back home. Then I came the following year, 2022. I came back, and that time I made one friend. Yeah, sometimes I feel comfortable talking to men. I feel easier talking to men than women or ladies. So I had a friend, now a lady, after like let's say 5 months working here. So I met a lady friend. We were working in the same building but different companies. So we used to go for like when I had a break, we went together, and then we were like leaving the same direction. So after work, we were getting out of work together. So this friend, fast forward, I didn't know she was like I don't want to be so rude with the words, but I might say promiscuous, but forgive me. Yeah, she liked, she was like an angel when you see her, but deep down I don't know if she was pretending because she wanted to be my friend. I don't know. But I don't want to judge her because that's her character. Right now, we are not friends. So that's why I'm saying this like 2 years after the incident. The incident was, there's a time in her department or in her company, there was a secretary who was planning to do a wedding, but before the wedding there was a pre-wedding, so they went for a pre-wedding. Now because I was her friend, she invited me and said, the wedding will be at this place. Okay, let me just say it will be, no, not the location, it will be at this place and it's this date. Will you be available? Then because she told me like a month before, I said, yeah, I can organize myself, then we go for the wedding. And I just wanted like a road trip because she's now my friend. I don't trust her as much, but at least she's my friend. So I said, yeah, we can go. Then the day came for the wedding. It was on a Saturday, so I went to work because on Saturday I work half day. After working, before the half day was over, I called her and asked, how many people are we going? She said, there are cars, private cars, because of the company. Yeah, so people in that company have cars, personal cars, so we'll be using those cars. So which car will we be using, me and you? She said, me, her, the two ladies, and the two men, so the driver and another man, then me and her and another two ladies. I think 4 ladies and 2 men in that car. No, 3 ladies and 2 men in that car. Yeah, so I was, oh, okay, that's a perfect plan. So when I finished my work, they were waiting for me. Yeah, so we went in the car of that man. And now here is where the story becomes juicy. Juicy. Oh, I hope my dad will not see this video. I told my mom recently, I think 2 months ago when I was home, but I told my sister, my sister, some few like last year, because I was still processing. So, Dad, I'm a good girl. I don't do such things, and I respect myself. So this video, I'm just saying it to put it out there for those men who, when a lady says no, it means no. We don't like sugarcoat the no. Yeah, and mark you, we are not showing you signs that we want you. So it's like you are forcing yourself to us. That's fast forward, but back to the story. So the lady, we went to the private car. It was me and that friend of mine. So I asked her, where are the other lady and the 2 men you said we were going with? So she said, we are going to pick them somewhere else. So their company had a branch. No, they have many branches. So the lady that we were to pick was along the way. And the 2 men were there. We were supposed to be like 3 passengers, and the lady we pick, not 3, I think, mathematics. We were supposed to be like 4, 3. Yes, 3 passengers, then we pick the 2 on the way. Now, we went as we were going because everyone, the wedding had started already, and from the place where we were to the wedding was like 3 hours. So we started our journey. When we went to pick the lady, I don't know, they said the lady had gone with another car, or the lady was not going, something like that. The long story short, we were only the driver, the man, me, and that friend of mine. And the friend of mine, they work in the same company with the driver, so they know each other. And me being an introvert, I don't like talking to people so much. We were not interacting with that man so much at work, because when we have break, we might the building has a rooftop, so on breaks we can find ourselves up there. So it was like hi, but he was not even on the rooftop most of the time. Yeah, because it's like somebody special, not special, but big in that company. So yeah, so we were only three, two girls and the driver. We went for the wedding and I was so excited, very excited. Because it was a free road trip. I will never again. It was a free road trip because we were not paying anything. We didn't pay for fare. We were just like enjoying the view as we go, and then we get to the wedding, finish and come back. So we went, and because it was a long way, I think we started around 12 going to the wedding. So we went, and the landscape on the way, it was breathtaking. I took videos. By the way, that time was the time I think I should have started YouTube. I had I wanted to start YouTube, but I didn't know what to do. But now that free road trip and the landscape on the way, it paved the way. I was so excited to start a YouTube channel because the videos were so clear. It was so beautiful. So we listened to music when we were going. I didn't know the man. I wanted to put it in a Kenyan way. I don't know how to put it, but the man was like, he wanted me and I didn't know. So I don't know. Right now, let me say, because we are not friends with that girl, the lady, I don't know if that was a way for me to go to the wedding to lure me. I feel stupid sometimes, but I don't know. Because it's like it was a plan for my friend, the lady friend of mine, and that driver. I didn't know because the person I have never spoken to. So we went, we bit stories. We told stories on the way, and we went. Okay, when we were going, the man didn't show like he wanted me, something like that. I'm not bragging, but it's not something to brag about. Yeah, it's not something to brag about, but he didn't show any sign that he had a plan for me, something like that. But now, the stupidest part and the part that I hate, the two people, they are from the same tribe. I'm from a different tribe. So it reaches a point, they speak their language, which I don't understand. So that thing pissed me off, and we were still going. So I was like, when they started talking in the tribe, I was like, can you just speak one language that we all understand, because I don't get you. So I don't know if they were planning on the way. I can't tell. But we went to the wedding and we reached there at around, I think, 3:30ish. So the wedding had gone, and it was time for, I think it was people dancing and bringing presents. Yeah, so we enjoyed, we took photos. I was innocent at that point. I didn't know what was going on. This type of a person, I get excited when we are at an event, but I cannot plan for an event because I like my alone time. But when I reach that event, I feel happy, excited, dancing, and like that. So we were just there, and we were like timing because we were supposed to come back. So I was like, hey, what time are we getting back? Because it's getting late. So we went. The wedding was okay. Then it ended at around 6 p.m. And remember, coming back, going to the wedding, it was like it's going uphill for 3 hours. So coming from the wedding, it was supposed to take like 2 hours, or 2 hours, less time. So the wedding ended at around 6 p.m. and we were supposed to come back. So, and we were coming 3, same way we came for the wedding. We were getting from the wedding, the three of us, two girls and the man, the driver. Yeah. But thank God, when we were getting from there, not, yeah, I thank God, yes, but it's not when we were getting out, there's a man whom they work with joined us. So we became two girls and two men, two ladies and two men. Yeah. So we came and it was getting dark so quickly. So I was very tensed because I don't like I don't like darkness, and I don't like being in the dark with people I don't trust. Yeah. So I was being anxious, very, the anxiety now, the anxiety level was going up. I was very worried. I asked myself a lot of things, a lot of questions. Why did I come? But at that point, I had no more questions, but I was anxious because of the time. So we came. And then the guy said, we are going to, we will not go up to where, to the town now we are in. We're not going up to there. So it's too late and it's at night. I can't see well when driving. So we will have to go to the nearby town and sleep there. I asked him, what? Sleep where? We are going up to the place like up to our town. I'm not sleeping any other place. But he said, no, it's okay. You can sleep. That's when my adrenaline rose, and I knew something is off. And we were taking a different route when coming back. So I was like, no, like that person, that the man, the driver, now wanted us. It was like pushing and forcing. We go to sleep to another town, like the distance between the town was between half the distance from the wedding and from our town. So the man was taking another route. Instead of taking the route we came with, it could be shorter. I was going the long way, and he was insisting we are going to sleep in that town. I said, no, I'm not sleeping anywhere. We are going to our town. I'm going to my home. I'm going to sleep at home. Tell me why. The three of them now, because the other person joined, they start speaking in their language again. I was just floating. I was being prepared like I was vegetable for them. They were planning for me, and I didn't know. So we came, and I don't know if I should say the location of the wedding. It was in Baringo County. And for those who know Baringo County, it's good in landscapes, more so the places like Cabernet. So the wedding was in Cabernet. And when we were going, it was like the roads were meandering like this, and we were going uphill, downhill, uphill, like that. So because of it was so beautiful, by the way, the area is so beautiful. Baringo County is very, very beautiful, but they don't show that in the media. Yeah, so when we came back, I told the driver, if you are going to sleep, you can go. Me, I'll just alight from your car and look for like a public means of transport. And there's no public means of transport. I didn't know that time. But I told him I'll just look for an alternative. I'm not sleeping anywhere, and I'm going home. Then he was like, okay, so. And I told him, even if we arrive at home at 2, me, I don't care. We just go. I don't want, because it's a car, you can drive slowly. We will just reach, because a place for like 2 hours and 30 minutes, it's not far. But he was taking his time because he knew they have planned for me, stupid girl. I'm not stupid, but that day I felt I was the stupidest of them all. So he said, okay, then let us go to that town and have supper, because we had not eaten anything. Me, I was like, I don't even care about food. I just want to get home. We went, and because it's like he's a person who likes what is it? nyama choma, beer, something like that. We went for nyama choma and ugali. I didn't eat. I just told him I'll just have water and just you people eat. If you want to eat first, we go, because I'm not sleeping anywhere. So I came to realize the two, I don't know. I said I called that lady friend of mine at the beginning promiscuous, something like that. I was looking for a lighter word, but I can't find it. Like, she likes going with men, something like, yeah. So maybe they had planned with the other man, I don't know, but they have planned for me. They had planned for me. So we ate, and he was taking his time, but I was like, no, hurry up. I'm going. I'm going and I'm not sleeping anywhere. So we ate, finished, and then we started coming. So we were like halfway. Okay. No, before we alighted for supper, they were like, it started like showing some, and I was, you are married. By the way, he was married. And for the first time, I felt that this man has disrespected me and disrespected his wife, because he is married with kids. Okay, let me talk for myself. I'm a Christian, and even if I'm not I will not be a Christian, I can't go with a married man. That's a no for me. And I said, and I told God, I will never go with a married man, because it's the person has a family, and I don't want to be like, I can't disrupt a person who's married. Why? Ish. So we went, and he was showing some sign, and because I told you it was Baringo County, and the roads in that county, it's like meandering. So you might not see another car coming because it's a corner, and then like that, the road is. We reached a point, he was driving crazily. We almost died. So we were going with the car. So we were coming. Then it was a corner and he didn't know. And when he reached the corner, thank God there was no other car that was coming, the opposite side. It was only us. He missed the corner and we almost went, because when the road is meandering, this side is like I can say like a wall, but mountain wall, and the other side is a valley. It's a valley. I wish I could have some photos I show you, so that you can understand. Very deep valley. If you go, like, if you missed the road and you go in that valley, you won't survive. You'll die, because you will be rolling, and you can roll even up to 30 minutes rolling, going down, and it's the bushes. That day, I didn't know we were about to have an accident, but I smelled the tires. They were burning, because he when he missed the corner, I don't know, he just turned the car, and it's like he stepped on the brakes and turned the car, and it was like shh. We were going this way, but we turned and faced the way we were coming. When I had I smelled the burning tires, because it was rubber and the tarmac. I said, because now the car had stopped, I said, let me get out. When I got out, that's when I knew God has just saved us, because that thing has been going on in my mind. I was like, if God forbid, but if we died that day, what will my dad, my parents think? I was at work, they know where I work, but what was I looking for that side? That was my question. What was I looking for? I didn't tell them I'm going for, because sometimes we don't tell our parents everything, because I'm a big girl, yes, but it doesn't mean I have to do something that is not good. But we don't tell them anything. But if we died that day, what will my parents say? That thing disturbed me for long. Before I shared this story, it disturbed me. It disturbed me until I healed. That's when I'm saying it here. So now, fast forward where we were. After eating, we started coming back. We came. We were just talking. Now, at that time, I had lost interest in the conversation because the man was trying to make matters worse. I had sat at the front, so the two were at the back and I was at the front. So it was like it was so weird. First of all, someone who you are not close to, no, I can't express it, but it was so weird because he started showing, now because it's dark and it's night, there's no way I can do. He started showing the interest, talking some nonsense. I felt like he has invaded my privacy and he didn't care about how I felt. So I was just silent because they were going on talking in their tribe, in their language. I don't understand. I'm the only one out. I'm the only odd one out. I don't understand their language. So I was like, okay, because he has started showing some. I knew they were planning for me. So it's the plan for the three of them. I prayed to God. I prayed and I said, oh no, let me just call because it was like around 9. And in where I live, they closed the gate they were closing the gate at around 10:30. So I said, let me just call my caretaker and tell her not to close the gate. I'll be coming in late. So I called the caretaker and I told her, don't close the gate today early. I'll be a little bit late. And she said, oh, you are not here? Yeah. I said, oh yeah, I'm not around, but I'm coming. I'm still on the road. So she said, okay, it's okay. So we came. And then when I think he was like, now we were supposed now to pass, because he was saying, now let's now go to Nakuru. Let's go to Nakuru and sleep there. And I was like, why go to Nakuru and because it's a junction with branch, then the road to Nakuru. So I asked him, why go to Nakuru, and this is the way home, and it's the same distance from here to Nakuru and from here to home. Let's just go home. Okay. So we came. I was not talking. I was feeling so bad. And when I saw him turning the car, coming this way, the road to home, I was so happy. Then we came. I was not talking all the way. They were talking in their language. I was just on my phone and praying to God. So we came. And when you reach at my place, I'm the one who was supposed to alight first. Yeah. So we came, and I'm the one who was to alight first. Then 1 minute at his home, another 2 minutes my friend's home, the lady, and the other person was 3 minutes to he was living in town. So I was the first person who was supposed to alight. Tell me why, when we were 2 minutes, 1 minute away from where I was supposed to alight from, he said, let me take your friend first. Satan, I rebuke you. The guy says, let me take your friend first, then this other, not this other guy, but let me take your friend first, then I'll bring you back. Guys, if that's not being stupid, what was that? Was it witchcraft? Because at my right mind, I was supposed to alight the first person, because it's like a road, me, him, my friend, and the other person. I was supposed to. Why did I agree would take my friend first, then come back to me? How? Why? I have never gotten an answer till this day because it was the stupidest. I don't know the word. The I felt so stupid. So we went and reached. When we passed my place, because I'm not far from the road. When we passed my place, going to my friend's place to to my. It was around 10:30, around 11. No, 10. When we reached at my friend's place, something told me to take my bag and go to sleep to my friend. Then tomorrow, the next day, I come home. And another thing just confused me, like shoo. I didn't know what happened. My friend alighted, went to the to her house, and then they closed the door. We were going in town, so I was left, me, the guy, and the other guy. After thinking to myself, I should have elected to go at my friend's place to sleep. That's when I realized they had already shut the door and we were going to town to take the other person. After the other person had alighted, now the guy started hitting on me. It's like he wanted to hit on me that night, and how do they say it? There's a word, but I'm not getting it. You hit on somebody and you want to sleep with that person the same day. It doesn't work like that. For at least for me, it doesn't work like that. So when he told me that we were taking another direction, and he was saying, "I'm going to pick something," and I was like, "Right now at night, almost 11 p.m. You're going to pick something. How comes? Why didn't you pick it earlier, or why didn't you send it like before? Because it's like not far away from your home. What are you going to pick? Nothing." So we took another route. We passed a police station. Now that's when I realized I'm in trouble. That very moment when he started taking another route, I realized I'm in trouble. No one to blame but myself for being, I don't know. That's why I don't like making friends because of these situations. I thought that friend she was not my best friend, but at least I thought she was my friend. But it's like she was planning for a guy who she already slept with, because that guy, the reputation at work is she has slept with every girl in that building, maybe except me. So I was the target. That lady friend, she slept with her and other people, I don't know, but that's the reputation at work. And you know how at work the rumors and everything, but it's not like it's the rumors, it's something that is known. So I was like food for that guy that night. I started praying. And we went on Saturday. It was Saturday, the wedding. But on Friday, I always at that time I used to have, when I go to work in the morning, I used to have earphones and I was listening to music, or sometimes some motivational speaking on my phone. So on Friday, something that just told me to download a podcast for Joel Osteen, the preacher, the American preacher. I don't know if it's a reverend or pastor, but let me say Pastor Joel Osteen, the podcast. So on Friday, I had downloaded the podcast, and that Friday morning, I downloaded it on Friday, and Saturday morning when I was going to work, I was listening to it. It was like a let go of control and let God. I think you can understand. Let go of control, when it's like you are taking too much control, or you are in control. Let it go and let God take control, something like that. And it was so good. So I that day my spirit was so high. So when I realized I've messed up and this is the time, I started praying. And I said, God, I know you don't like some sins, and this one, I'm not even, it was a very big sin to me. Not a big sin because there's no big and small, but it was sin. And I said, God, this is sin, and I'm not ready to go to engage in this sin. Just I'm just leaving it to you. Just work your way out. I started talking to this guy. I even lied. I had a child. I had left the child with my neighbor. I have to go and check on the child. Wapi. Hey, the guy was determined that that day was his day. I talked, and we were taking another route. So we were like on the mountain. Then we came down. We passed at my place, but on like on the other side, not on the tarmac road. When we connected to the tarmac road, it was like a junction. When we connected to the tarmac road, the guy sped. Remember, it's around 11 p.m., so there are no many cars in the road. So the guy sped. Is that a word? I think so. And now we were going back to where we came from. the same way we came from, I was being taken there. I'm leaving my home behind, and and he was speeding. And before we connected to the tarmac road, I was like, oh God, just let this car go very slow. I was holding the handle for the door, so I was telling God, just let this car slow down. I'll just like open the door, and because I had already taken my bag, I was with my bag and my phone was in my pocket. So I was saying, let this car go slow for a minute. I'll just open the door and jump outside. I don't care if I'll get hurt. I just wanted to get out of that car. So when we connected and he was speeding, I knew today's today. Tomorrow is another day. Let me laugh right now. It was so I felt, I wanted to cry. There was no tears. I talked everything. There's nothing bad like a man who is determined to do something. You cannot talk him out of it. I tried. I pretended I have a kid. I need to go and see the kid. The guy even told me, I can give you 2,000. You give that the 2,000 to the neighbor to sleep with the kid. Now that's where I realized the guy did not care. And from that moment, I was just praying that God, please let me not sin when I know it's sin. It's sin. He's a married man, and I'm not ready to sleep with a married man. I'm a baba. And thank God, by that time, there was a time in Kenya where there were ladies that were being killed in Airbnbs. The story, it was not that time, but it was like 2 months from that time. Then the stories of ladies being killed at Airbnbs rose in Kenya. I thank God. But I don't know. Let me just say this story so that I can tell you how some men don't care about your feelings. For someone whom some people may judge me and say I put myself in that position. I did not put myself in that position because I didn't even know the person, and I knew my friend, this lady, because we are in the same building, and this lady, my friend, at the time, my friend knew the guy, and I had no idea they were planning something for me. Like, I didn't know. And I did not show any interest to the guy to suggest that I wanted him, something like that. It's like the chance is here, according to him, the chance is here and he has to take the chance. But I didn't show any interest in him or suggest that I wanted him or anything. No, I don't know, because I don't have eyes for married men. That's the truth. I don't have. Even if you have a Mercedes or Lamborghini or I don't know what, the cars, the house, the money, I don't care. I don't do married men. Full stop. Yeah. Continue subscribing and watching. Follow for part 2 and see what happened in that day. Thank you so much. See you in part 2.